Oh, thank God it's not a woman. Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts Newsstand, and finally we got some news about who is going to be in the main seat for a while when it comes to the Batman title. Now, we actually talked about this a while back. There was rumors going around that it was going to be Bendis, and the entire world freaked and said, no, please. God, please, no. Well, we actually got the announcement of who it's going to be today, and I think it's pretty good. I think you guys will like this. His name is Steve Murray. He's worked on a few titles you may have heard of. Basically, if you've ever heard of the Archie comics, you may know who Jughead is. He's also worked on a small book called Stillwater, right? An all-nighter. That's on Comixology. He's worked on Sex Criminals. He even actually wrote himself into that book. Like, what a narcissistic weirdo, right? Right? It's got to be weird. Okay. Nobody's really done that. You know, there is a book out there called Crossover. He may have done the same thing to that. Well, you know, Donnie Cates may have done the same thing in that book, if I'm thinking correctly. And I love that book. Actually, to be honest, I love Sex Criminals too. Okay. So he's also worked on some Riverdale stuff and Silver Coin, Star-Lord even. You know, maybe even Daredevil. Chip Zdarsky is officially taking over the Batman title, and I could not be more excited. I am not kidding you. This is amazing news. Last month we got the news that they were getting Tom Taylor on exclusive. Why don't you take that idea and combine it with Chip Zdarsky and give him an exclusive too? I would love to see that. Take him away from Daredevil. I like Daredevil, but you know what? DC needs you at this point. I'm not even kidding. If you've read his DC work, you will know exactly why we need this man. Justice League The Last Ride was so good. I wanted to know the side stories about Martian Manhunter and what happened with this Justice League Universal. I wanted to know everything. His story about Red Hood, right to the fucking heart with that little kid. Oh, Blue Hood, I love him. Have him make a little cameo in Batman. That would just make my year. I would absolutely love that. Now we're also seeing him write The Knight, which I wonder if they were prepping him for the big title. Like, here's your little boy panties. Hold on, you might even graduate to Baxter Briefs, right? And I think that's exactly what happened. I have been reading The Knight. It actually made it in my top 5 last week. And it's been very, very good. So I am so excited that this was finally announced and we are getting this answer. Now, of course, a lot of people are really enjoying his Daredevil, so I don't want to see that taken away. He's actually writing Newburn too. Not really my kind of story, but it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not into it. Not super into it. But really anything by Chip Zdarsky I at least check out. There are certain writers that I buy on command. Ron V, Jeff Lemire, Chip Zdarsky is one of them. And I am really excited. And now, to add just a little bit more, he says he's in it for the long haul. And this could not be better news. Like, honestly, if you get his newsletter, you'll know what I'm talking about. But he says, you know, I'm the new writer of the Batman. And he goes into a little bit more details. And he's working with, I love this man's art. Jorge Jimenez, who was working with Tinian previously on the title. And now we have Joshua Williamson and Jorge Molina, who are both fantastic in their own right. And I do think Molina got an exclusive contract also. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And subscribe and all that fun stuff. But I do think that Joshua Williamson is probably just overloaded, right? He is just overloaded. And I was kind of taking guesses at who would be this new writer when the Bendis rumor was going around. And I honestly thought it was going to be Ram V. I was hoping at that point it was going to be Ram V because I didn't think there was any way in hell that Chip Zdarsky would be the main writer at not only, for Daredevil, which is doing, Devil's Reign and all of this big stuff. But for also Batman. And I was like, there's no way. So I'm going to guess Rom V because he's got a couple of indies going on and Swamp Thing, maybe not quite as much on his plate. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And for all those asking, yes, this is for the long haul. A bit of information I am extremely excited about because we went from Tom King, which was great. He had 85 issues. It was fine. It was okay. Towards the end, it kind of went out of control. But then we had Tinian. Now we're getting, 9 issues with Williamson? Yes, for the long haul, I love. I love because we can expect some consistency within the title. This is such good news. Not only that, but they are bringing back Tim Drake as the main Robin, and they are going to be the center focal point of this book. And what I mean by that is Tinian wrote a decent Batman. There's nothing wrong with what he wrote. But the fact that we were always kind of sidelining Batman, it kind of made put a sour taste in people's mouth. And people were getting sick of it. And basically at this point, they're like, hey, I like Miracle Molly. I like me some Ghostmaker. I like this character. But I buy this title because it's Batman. And quit sidelining Batman for your brand new additions. And people were kind of a little standoffish, especially near the end. So I don't think he's going to have really an uphill battle when it comes to sales. I think this is going to fly off the charts for quite some time. I think he's kind of keeping real tight-lipped about anything going forward, any rogues, any new characters, anything like that. He's not saying much. But I do think this is extremely promising. I am extremely excited to have Chip Zdarsky and Jorge Jimenez on this title for a consistent amount of time. Now, this is a really good step for DC. This is their flagship title. Keep Jeremy Adams on the Flash. Keep that creative team there. I think we need a couple replacements here and there, but as being slated for After Dark Crisis, they're sitting pretty good right now. And that's great. And this was the last key that they needed, right? The Batman title was the last key. I'm so excited. So let me know what you guys think about this down below. If you are excited for, Steven, for Chip Zdarsky to be on here, or if you're just like, meh, I don't care. I don't care. You better care. I'm excited. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.